Good morning world from the beautiful Siargao Island here in the Philippines. Before we arrived here on this island, we were actually travelling through Myanmar with our 3-year-old daughter Story.
That was about 3 months ago now. And today we're going to be reacting to that old footage. We're going to be comparing our travels through Myanmar to our time here in the Philippines. Some of it is actually quite surprising.
Yes. We're going to head in now and sit down with Story and watch the video and see what she thinks of it. See if she remembers it.
3, 2, 1. Mingalabagaba. We're about to cross the road. Not an easy job in Myanmar. Just got to find a gap. Follow the locals, go.
Take your life in your hand to cross that road.
We're on our way to Sule Pagoda, which is this thing here. Stories told it the Golden Castle. I can see why. Alright, go. Go, go. Okay, taking the shoes off. Bought some flowers for 2,000 chats, which is about £1.50. I'm going to go and see what this pagoda's all about. The admission fee. No, Story doesn't need a sticker because she's free. There you go. Alright, we're just walking through the pagoda. It's very beautiful. So these flowers that we've just got apparently are supposed to offer them to the right side of the temple, and you have to find out the day that you were born, like if you were born on a Saturday or if you were born on a Friday, and you put the flower on the right side to get good luck. But we don't know what day we were born, do we, Story? What's in your mouth? You're just doing silly mouth. You saw a rat, did you? Sasha was born on a Friday according to the man's app, so she has to leave her flowers here on the Friday one. In go the flowers. It's funny the things you get roped into when you go travelling.
Before you put here, I mean put here, it's there for everything.
What do you say?
Yeah. Good
Monks.
Monks, that's right.
So from the minute you step into this pagoda, people are trying to sell you something. The guide that was just walking around with us, he just asked me for 10,000 chats. I just gave him half because I wasn't asking for any help, but he did show us a few cool things, so that's okay. Well done.
I need to try a bit harder.
Yeah?
And bang a bell. Bang and a bell.
That was a good sound, wasn't it?
And then I can try.
Okay.
I have to hit it.
I have to hit it like this.
No, not like that. I'll show you.
You show me how, yeah? Oh, good job.
Oh, wow.
Done.
You could try.
Oh, I just did one more. And then I put it there, like that. Alright, so we've left the pagoda now. It's really noisy out here. Heading down to a nice, lovely cafe called Nourish up in the north side. I think this is where a lot of the old embassy buildings are because I saw them on the map on the way in. Sasha and I were saying how we feel like Yangon has changed a lot since the last time we were here, but I'll explain in more detail when I'm somewhere more quiet. Now just concentrating on trying to get to the destination in one piece. This little Story chair has been a godsend. It's made it so much easier to carry Story around when she's been taken out at nap time. Because when we do our travels now, we can't always do it around Story's sleeping times.
Oh boy.
Just have to keep going. Not easy to cross the roads here. Gotta be careful you don't slice your head on this barbed wire. So by pure chance, we've come across the cinema that my mum used to come to.
It
Yeah?
used to be because I know even up to now all the stars still come here.
Did you know this cinema when you lived here before?
President Cinema, yeah.
Oh, amazing.
It's called President Cinema, but now they changed it to Naypyidaw, which is same thing, President Cinema. I made a mistake there. Naypyidaw, no.
Just quickly, you're a guy on the YouTubes.
Yeah, that's me.
And you lived in Thailand for a while.
Yeah.
You moved somewhere, you went to Portugal or something.
Yeah, we're living in Portugal right now,
That's
actually.
some great videos.
Thank you. Who's that man?
I'm gonna do something wrong in a minute.
No.
Because I'm gonna see Uncle Cam in a minute.
That's not Uncle Cam.
Tell me.
He works for a Burmese newspaper.
His name's Andrew.
Andrea.
So this is Andrew King. You've seen some of our videos, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you work for the Myanmar Times, right? So he's asked us if we would write a little article about our travels, and thought that might be quite cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you could say something maybe about your experiences here.
Yeah?
A little bit about your mum, who's actually born in Myanmar, coming back here after 40 years. That would be very interesting to
It's been
find out about, yeah.
It's been a while since we've written a blog post, isn't it? But yeah, it would be quite good to do that.
And also your thoughts about how it's different here. A lot of different types of tourists and shopping centres.
Oh yeah.
With air conditioning.
Yeah, we went to one just yesterday actually. That was amazing. We found some of some foods that we didn't think we'd be able to find here. So yeah, there's lots to talk about, isn't there? Yeah, that would be really cool. Yeah. So it turns out this was actually the cinema Tamada, which was a little bit down the road. We found it, didn't we? Yeah. So this is the President Cinema.
This is the President Cinema, yeah.
And the other one was like the local one.
That's the I'd like to find out which one that. What do you think?
This is what we're looking for. Nourish Cafe, one of Yangon's best vegan cafes. Sasha and I have not been feeling on top form for the last couple of days, and we're just about recovering now, so we thought it'd be nice to get out here now today and try out some really fresh, local, organic, vegan food in Burma, see what it tastes like. You have to walk down this little alleyway to find it. We walk straight past it. Well, we definitely didn't experience any kind of restaurant or cafe like this the last time we came to Yangon. I mean, we weren't vegan at the time, but I honestly didn't think it really existed. It does feel like a more modern city this time round. I definitely can feel that. There's lots of Westerners in here, and of course the prices are a lot more. But I read all the reviews before I came to this place, and they said they have to keep their prices high to get organic ingredients and to pay their staff well, so I'm okay with that, especially if it means I can get my coffee with almond milk finally. Just standing outside in the courtyard now, we're waiting for our Grab taxi to arrive. Stori's finishing off her little pita bread there. I can see that the driver's not far away. Having these kind of conveniences to travel has made things so much easier. You can just quickly press a button and then driver's on its way. You don't have to worry about calling anybody or nothing like that. Brilliant. There's our driver over there. We just need to find a way to cross the road to get to him. So I'm going to stop the video there because I have to comment on the comparison between the use of technology in Myanmar versus here on Shargao Island at least.
Yes. When we were in Burma previously, there was no such thing as Grab taxi.
Yeah, or even like 4G or mobile signal, anything like that. Now the technology adoption was through the roof. 80% of the taxi drivers were using it. It made it so easy for us to travel around. And I remember when we first arrived here on Shargao Island, because we'd been in Myanmar for the last week or so, the first thing I did was get out my phone and look for a Grab taxi, and there was no taxis on the island.
I know.
That really surprised me.
Yeah, I was really surprised by that. I thought like people were joking at first. I was like, surely, well, how do we get anywhere if there's no taxi?
And that was not something that I expected to get used to in Burma, of all places.
Yeah.
So you can definitely see that in the last 8 years, they've really moved forward with the acceptance of technology, and it's actually helping the guys there to run their businesses more effectively, and that was a real surprise for me.
Yeah, it was. Well, I'm going to have a little chat about Nourish Cafe. That was so nice. Definitely something new to the city, and in a good way as well. The fact that you can even find vegan restaurants now in Burma is amazing.
You actually felt nourished after you left, and I wasn't expecting that in Yangon. So you couldn't really compare Yangon to, let's say, Manila in terms of the choice of restaurants, but you could compare it to a small island like this.
Yeah, but it's good. It's all forward movement, and we really enjoyed it. Sorry.
Just booked ourselves in to see the cultural show at the Karawake Palace. There are crows everywhere. Makes such a cool noise. I remember coming to the outside of this building with my dad about 8 years ago. We never went in. Papa's been here before, hasn't she? She's actually already run in with Story.
She's really excited about tonight.
Yeah.
This is her thing that she really wanted to do, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. In we go. So Papa has been here before. She said it's really good. They do a buffet and they do a cultural show, so there's going to be some dancing, some puppets. I can see the food is up there, already served.
They have great food, don't they?
Yeah.
They have funny sticks.
Papa's been raving about this since about 3 years ago. No, 5 years ago now, isn't she? So now we finally get to experience it with her. They're about to show the very first show of the day. Story's listening intently. As a breadstick.
I wish I could have one of those again.
What, a breadstick?
Yeah.
You ate about 6 of them.
Look at that. Cute. Little lady.
She's very pretty, isn't she?
Yeah, she's a bit pretty.
Like Moana, yeah, that's right. Slowly, isn't it? Slow dancing. You're an excellent Burmese dancer. Papa's going to be very proud of you. So even if you're not watching the performance, you can just come here for dinner. Not a bad backdrop though, quite like the music. It's good to see this side of Burma actually. You can see Papa in there choosing her food. She's missing the show. Well done! So this is the Myanmar food section. Sash just told me there's loads of vegan food.
The chef went around and showed me what it all was, so it's a good choice.
Yeah, you can fill my plate up for me.
So all the salads down here are vegan, and because they add the fish sauce afterwards in little jars, so they're not actually in the cooking, which is good. And the coconut rice, there's a bean curd curry, potato curry, loads of options.
Oh, brilliant. Here's some more goodies we can have. There's lots of options actually, but you just can't add the sauce because they've got fish sauce, oyster sauce, that kind of stuff in it. But the veggies look well cooked anyway. Looks like it doesn't need much spicing, to be honest. Quite pleased. Of course, there's always the good old fruit counter as well. Looks like a new show has started as well. Who's a better dancer, you or her?
I'm the best dancer. He's crazy man.
Story's enjoying the food. Or the breadsticks. Story looks stunned.
There he is.
Elephant!
The elephant.
Oh, Papa's having a great time. She really wanted to share this with Story. And as predicted, Story's big smiles have come out, now the animals are here. Such an animal fan.
Is that your favourite part?
Yeah.
Well, they come right up to you, give them some chuts, and you can take a photograph. The Story's super enjoying this.
Was it real elephant?
No. There's a human inside.
It was, yeah.
That's my new dance.
That's a good one.
I made it up.
Story just said, I'm going to show you my moves, don't ignore me, and she went over there and started dancing. What dance is this? Tummy dance? There's no performer on stage right now, so Story's taking the reins. This is just her dance. Good dance. The guide was just explaining how this dance here, very traditional dance, it's all about keeping the candle from not going out while you do your moves. The final performance of the night. Loads of people have gone home already. The story's still here, going strong, staying until the end. Well, Papa and Story had a wonderful time. I really enjoyed it as well.
Come on, Daddy.
Yeah? We're heading home now?
Yeah.
Show me the way.
Back here for later.
Oh, Story was so cute. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad we had to go there.
No, she absolutely loved it, didn't she? It was a good day, wasn't it?
No, it was a lovely day. I'm so glad to see her getting up dancing. She did want to get up, didn't she?
So now that we've finished watching that over, the main comparisons we can really talk about. It was interesting to see Buddhism again. You know, going to temples instead of like here being a Catholic place. Yes. They've obviously got churches here, and it'd be very rare to see a pagoda in the Philippines, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. I really like it that when you arrive in Burma, you get that initial culture shock of being in a different place. It's really vibrant and noisy, and you really feel like you're in a really exotic place. But you get the same level of comfort as traveling around the Philippines. So you don't get hassled and things like that, and it really does make a big difference to your travelling experience, doesn't it?
Especially if you're a first-time traveller. Some things to note: the internet speed was shockingly fast there, and it was really cheap. Everything was unlimited data. You could compare it to the internet that we get in Europe as well.
Yes.
Now if you compare that to here on Siargao Island, super slow, super expensive internet.
It's definitely something that we didn't expect when we arrived in Burma.
That's right. Story really enjoyed the cultural show, didn't she?
She did. She really got into it.
Yeah.
She liked the music. She was dancing away.
Yeah. She remembered so many details from it, even before the video started.
Yeah.
So that was fantastic. Now we're going to do a couple of shout outs before we end today's video.
First up, we are wishing happy birthday to Nane Caring Dente. You are 89 years old today in Pangasinan. And that is from Sonia and everybody and your family in Canada. So happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
The next birthday we are going to do today is for Michael, and this is from your wife Ava and your son Lewis. Happy birthday, Michael, and hello. They have also asked us to give you a little message. They want to thank you, Michael, for everything that you do for them, and they love you very, very much.
Oh, that's sweet.
Michael has been watching the vlogs for the last 5 years and has watched Story growing up, and you love the videos. That's really nice to know.
Now we're going to do a little shout out to Vignell and Brianna, who are living in London right now.
Hello! And you also want to shout out to Daddy Brian in Davao, also your Ate Lexi and Kuya Dents, who are in Surigao.
Oh, that's not far from here.
No, and hello to all your other family and relatives here in the Philippines.
We hope you enjoyed today's comparison video, and we'll see you tomorrow for another reaction. Bye!
Bye!